the joke I was about to make. Um, yeah. Do you agree? I couldn't say that, right?
Um,
Yes. Yes, he can. Yes, he agrees. He agrees.
it's good.
Anyway,
Henyard doesn't believe the investigation is legal. Now, residents lined up hours before the meeting. They got in, they packed the village hall, and they let their feelings about Mayor Henyard be known.
You're not going to understand until they put those cuffs on you. You're not going to understand it. You don't care. But baby, they on to you.
It is a shame that we, the public, can't ask you anything about the BMWs, the Range Rovers, all of that. It's like you're keeping all of that hidden from the taxpayers, and we paid for those.
You guys are following fiction, a made-up story. It is a smear campaign going on right now.
So as you can see right outside Dolton Village Hall here on MLK Drive in the village of Dolton, residents still fuming, still voicing their concerns to police officers. Police officers had to keep the peace as the meeting erupted into chaos. But the news out of this meeting, trustees vote 4-2 against Mayor Henyard. They reinstate Lightfoot's investigation into things that the FBI is also probing right now. A lot of things happening here in Dolton.
Dolton board makes new move against super mayor Tiffany Henyard. We've been talking about Tiffany since, well, for a very long time now. She's the second topic of today. No, we're not laughing about the topic. I sent him the joke I was about to make. Yeah. Do you agree? I couldn't say that, right? Yes. Yes, he can. Yes, he agrees. He agrees.
It's good.
Anyway. It's a point. It's a good joke, but it's like the first joke I made.
On so many levels.
It's so far on many levels. Maybe we should do a R-rated version of this show. Guys, let us know in the comments if you want an R-rated version of this show.
But not on
you
YouTube.
have to pay for it. It's not gonna be free.
Yeah, it's not gonna be on YouTube now.
It's not gonna be on YouTube. It's gonna be on Patreon. Some off-brand stuff.
Yeah,
you have to pay 100 a month to get that.
Okay. We'll let's discuss pricing module first. Just throwing out
100 a month. I need to price it right. I can't say 1,000, so I need to price it at 100 from 100. But anyway, all jokes aside, guys, Tiffany Henyard, she's been a pain in the ass for the Dolton board for a long time already. They want her out. They've been trying to get her out, and the story is that the story that was released last week is that the Dolton board has appointed a mayor pro tempore to serve in place of the mayor, Tiffany Henyard, should she refuse to execute her duties. What does that mean? There are allegations from the Dolton board that she's only at one of the 2 meetings a week. But you need to, the activities of this sorry, the activities of the mayor and the board have to continue. They have to pay the bills, etc. They cannot do that all in one meeting. As she's only attending one of the 2 meetings, they need someone to replace her. RJ.
That's one way to go about it. I mean, she vetoes every attempt to limit her powers temporarily or influence.
You're wrong.
Why is that?
She vetoes everything that's against the black woman.
The ironic thing is, she's saying y'all should be ashamed of yourself. Y'all attacking a black woman. And if you look at the room, almost everyone, all black people sitting in the room.
Hey,
like,
she's gonna be a legend. By the end of this year, she's gonna be a legend. The
this
legend
has
that's
nothing to do with
okay.
this has nothing to do with black and white. This has something to do with mismanagement, corruption.
Corruption.
Y'all,
You
y'all-
don't understand it, but okay, yeah.
No, man, but yeah, so it's very interesting to see how this will go about. It makes sense. There's a logical reason
I can
why.
tell you how it will go.
Yeah, there's a
But
logical
I'll
reason
let
why.
you finish, and then I'll tell you how it will go.
Yeah, there's a logical reason why you would want someone to, let's say, sit in her place while she is at another meeting or in another location, on another location. But of course, that person needs to be, I don't know, I don't know how it works. Do they get to appoint someone, or will she need to appoint it? Because if she needs to appoint it,
you wanna cut the you want to cut the line, because I was gonna respond. I can
Okay,
tell you
go
what's
ahead.
gonna happen. I'll tell you what will happen.
go ahead.
She'll veto it. She'll veto this one. She can veto it. So it's
what I'm
whatever
thinking-
move whatever
But what
move the board makes, she will veto. So yeah.
But you know what I think, KaiR? I think it wouldn't surprise me that this is a strategy that they are using as well, to let her veto everything, because then they can use it against her as well. Because then she'll, let's say, when the case is ongoing, right, it can be used against her, because they'll say, hey, Lori Lightfoot was sent to
vetoed that.
investigate was sent to investigate her.
Who's Lori
She's-
Lightfoot?
Wait. What's her name? What do you call her again? The chipmunk or something?
Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice.
Oh my
But
god.
Beetlejuice, let's say Lori Lightfoot, yeah, someone's here to investigate you. You're saying, yeah, okay, yeah, but I'm not, I veto. She's not gonna get paid. Veto.
Yeah.
And then you
She
keep
vetoed
vetoing.
that. This is crazy, dude. What
And
are we
if she could, and if she can veto the investigation, she'll do it as well. So, but
Yeah.
this will all be used against her to show how she misused her powers. Because
Yep.
a veto, you have a veto, you have a veto right. That veto right means that no matter what anyone says out there, you can stop. You can stop a emotion. You can stop a something from happening or change from happening.
Yeah.
But you'd still need to have valid reasons, or else you're just misusing your seat. And at least that will be how it will be presented in court.
I don't think it looks good for her though, because at the end of the day, I do think you're right on this. This might be really a out of war situation, where they are basically baiting her to make these moves, the veto, and then later on, you might be right on that. I didn't think about that, but I think this could be it. Yes.
Yeah.
With, of course, the Fed sending subpoenas now.
Yeah. So it's
It's-
over
it-
for her. It's over.
It's very over. It's very over.
Yeah. Tiffany. Tiffany is what we call an anomaly. I think
A role model for some.
is the female rapper's role model. I
She's
mean,
the female rapper of all politicians.
yeah. Yeah. Nah, man. But yeah, I think Tiffany Henyard is her time will come as well. We talked about it in a previous show whether Diddy's time will come. I think there's a list, and wouldn't surprise me if
Santa
half,
Claus, the naughty list.
half of the people we talk about will end up on the list. Not because we talk about them, but just because we're following the things. I believe the news that will. The news and storylines that are influencing and changing society. Yeah, KaiR.
Good thing you mentioned that before they say we are a fat sponsored show.
Yeah, we're not. And before we proceed, guys, remember to rate the show by pressing the like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and check us out on our other socials.
Yes, the new Vlad TV is here, guys. Let's cover Tiffany Henyard. She's going to jail, that's for sure. But before she goes to jail, we'll have a couple of shows.
And they're saying you were there during the in the night that the guy got shot.
Well, I had my Blakey with me. I was standing at the corner. I saw some flash. You gotta wait. I was building it up. I saw some flashlights, or I saw flashes. I turned around and I saw the face. So I knew this day would come. That I have to point it out and point him out and say,
I've seen him do it.
Shout out to ARAP. The man is doing 20 years or 30 years for whatever he was selling on various platforms. Don't be dumb like ARAP. Please, kids. If you do dirt, don't hop on a platform and tell everything you're doing. Not that I'm advising criminals, but don't be stupid. That's all I'm trying to say. Someone who is stupid. Oh man. So this is Dwayne Trash. This is the guy's name. Dwayne Trash, 63 years old, a former maintenance manager in Dolton, Illinois, where Henyard serves, alleged last week that a close ally of the embattled mayor approached him in 2023 with a plan to replace the school's board's attorney with a law firm he proposed. After Trash decided not to support the alleged scheme, he was abruptly fired while on approved vacation for unsatisfactory work performance and insubordination. Jesus. The lawsuit claimed. So basically, it's another lawsuit and it's the same pattern. At this point, it's just a pattern where so if someone doesn't align with whatever the sitting administration in Dolton believes or wants people to act, they will get removed off the playing board. Not literally, by the way, because removing off the playing board might mean sending someone to the gulag. Mm-hmm. Well, there have been some people that their cars have been shot at. Mm-hmm. I'm not alleging that it was anything to do with the mayor. I'm just saying they were opponents. They were never popped at. And now suddenly they're getting popped at. Mm-hmm. Some might call that breadcrumbs. I call that I don't know. Anyway, RJ.
Yeah. Tiffany is power tripping. Tiffany doesn't want to relinquish the power. And Tiffany is basically now just trying to do everything. It's like she's filibustering. she's trying to postpone the execution. The execution will come.
Over with it, man.
She's not cooperating with anything. She's not cooperating with any investigations. If there's a way that she can obstruct, then she will obstruct. If there are powers she can use to do so in her position, then she will use it. If she needs to invoke the assistance of her bodyguards, aka the Dolton police, the Dolton police force.
That's a sad thing. You said the body. I already knew it was the police. What you're gonna say? She's using the police, the bodyguard, the police as a personal bodyguard, 24/7. That cost the Dolton, I think, like $500,000 in overtime.
And she's running the city like a mobster. She's really running the city like a mobster, and I think she needs to remember that mobsters went to prison, got. Although I don't think that's gonna happen to her. Then again, the citizens aren't too happy about her either. So, but I think prison is in her foreseeable future.
Yeah. I do. But talking about the citizens, the Taunton Township meeting devolves into chaos. They're not happy, that's for sure. I'll play this audio real quick because it's official broadcaster, so I cannot show it on here, but I can play it. Can you hear it?
Tempers ran high at tonight's meeting. At
fair use.
one point, the meeting was almost shut down as residents yelled at one another and at Supervisor Tiffany Henyard. Things turning chaotic fast, people jumping out of their seats in uproar. Many of tonight's public comment taking aim at Supervisor Henyard, who is also Dolton's mayor, and their lack of trust in her leadership. Some residents here upset that this meeting taking place after many of them said they had been left without answers after Tuesday's scheduled meeting was canceled. They said without explanation, and after many residents waited for an hour. As public comment began, people upset initially over the amount of time allotted for public comment, later going back and forth over what issues needed to be addressed.
Stop shutting down the voice of the people, and you won't have a problem, because we're going to speak, whether you want us to speak or not.
When we're here at the township, please conduct township business. That's all. Y'all fighting Dolton should not be spilling over here.
As tensions rose, Henyard telling the people at tonight's meeting the back and forth yelling was keeping the township from conducting business. Henyard is currently the focus of a federal criminal investigation and has been named in several other lawsuits involving current and former Dolton Village employees.
Yeah, man. What can I say?
It's understood and gotta be explained. I mean, it sounds like it's a broken record. It's always the same thing. The township. She's sitting in a meeting with almost so exclusively black men and women saying that they're hating on her because she's black, and that they should be ashamed of themselves because they're also black, and they're hating on a black woman. I mean, if that's the most creative argument you could come up with, I don't know what to tell you. But the question is, KaiR, how did you get there in the first place? Because
maybe that's something we can cover.
Yeah, because it would seem well, I would think that there would be signs, right?
Well, it's a bit complex how it all came about. Maybe we can do this the next show we cover her, how she came into power, because there's a lot of coincidences. She was a bit lucky for her at least, being at the right place at the right time. and sometimes certain things work out in your favor, while you're not competent enough to do it. So for her, it's a short span. It's just gonna be a short moment in her life. She'll gonna enjoy this, but I don't think that's gonna last long. And in addition, also, I don't think she'll be out here with us after re-election. But hey, we'll see.